All right, welcome to the 7th grade Module 9 test review. Please get your name on here. I know it got cut off a little bit there. Today is May 30th. This is your last assessment of the year. All right, so level 1. Remember, this is a 69%, that is a D+, it's almost a C-. I can identify parts of a circle, and this is from the pre-module review. If you need to double check. There's 3 things you're going to label here. You're going to label the radius, circumference, and diameter. You'll want to look at your notes for that. I'm not going to label these for you because I want you to look at your notes. But those are the 3 things they're going to be labeling on this diagram here. So remember, you've got 1, 2, 3 components to label. You could even just do the first letter. You could just do R for radius, C for circumference, and D for diameter. If you don't want to write it all out, that is fine. All right, level 2. This is a 79%, and this is a C+, almost a B-. I can find the circumference of a circle. This is 9.1. The circumference of a circle was our first lesson. You'll want to remember what the formula is. There we go. So, to find circumference, circumference equals pi times diameter. So we're multiplying pi, or 3.14, times diameter. Here we have our diameter. So our circumference for this circle is going to equal pi times diameter. Pi is 3.14, so our circumference equals 3.14 times our diameter, which is 17. Get out your handy dandy calculator. There we go. We have 3.14 times 17 gives us 53.38. So that is your circumference for this first circle. The second one, same formula. Our circumference is equal to pi times the diameter. Pi is 3.14. Diameter on this one is 6. Calculator. 3.14 times 6 gives us 18.84. So there is our circumference for our second circle. Notice it's 3 times the diameter plus a little bit more. Let's look at level 3. Level 3, I can find the area of a circle. This is 9.2. This is going to be an 89%, which is a B+, almost an A-. All right, if you look at your 9.2 notes, the area equation is, the area is equal to pi, 3.14, times the radius squared, which just means we're multiplying the radius times itself. Radius times radius, 2 radiuses. So here we have our first circle. If I want to find the area is equal to pi times radius squared. Pi is 3.14. Radius squared is going to be 4 squared. 4 is our radius. It's halfway across. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. So our area is going to equal 3.14 times 16. Handy dandy calculator. 3.14 times 16. We get 50.24 is our area. Pi times radius squared. This means we're taking the radius, which is 4 for this one, and multiplying it by itself. So that 2 tells us we're multiplying the 4 2 times. 4 times 4. There's our 2 4s. There's a 16. All right, let's look at our last area one here. Same formula. Area is equal to pi times the radius squared. 3.14 is pi. Our radius in this case is 19, so we're going to square 19. 19 squared is 19 times 19. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, so calculator it is. 19 times 19 equals 361. We still haven't multiplied that by pi yet, so we need to do that. 3.14 times 361. We get 1,133.54 is our area. It's a pretty big area. We also have a pretty big radius. All right, so that is level 3. If you're able to, if you're able to find area, you'll get a level 3. All right, level 4 is applying both of them, where you can find both the area and circumference of a circle. This is 9.1 and 9.2. Excuse me, notice I give you the radius for one and the diameter for the other, but when we're working with area and circumference, we're going to need both radius and diameter. So you're going to do an extra little bit of math there. Excuse me. Level 4, 100%. This is an A. All right, remember, so we're going to find both area and circumference. So we're going to be doing two things for each circle. All right, let's start here. We have a radius of 9. So if my radius equals 9, my diameter would be if this kept going all the way across, which means that this is the center and that this side would also be 9. So if my radius is 9, that means my diameter is 9 times 2, or 9 plus 9, so my diameter is 18. It's important that you can do this before you do any other math because you'll want to have both of these pieces of information. All right, let's start with area. Area equals pi times radius squared. My radius is 9. 3.14 times 9 squared. 9 squared is 9 times 9, which is 81. I need to multiply 3.14 times 81 to get my area. .14 times 81, 254.34. So there is my area. But that is only half the battle. We also need to get our circumference. Circumference is equal to pi times the diameter. Pi is 3.14 times our diameter we already found is 18. It's double the radius. 3.14 times 18. 56.52. We found our area and our circumference for this first circle. All right, let's look at the last one. Here we have our diameter is 13. If we cut that in half, it's going to be made up of two sections, which means we need to divide 13 by 2. 13 divided by 2. 13 divided by 2 is going to give us 6.5. So our radius is 6.5. Means our diameter is made up of this is 6.5 plus this is 6.5, which gives us a grand total of 13. Now we're going to do the same math we just did. Our area equals pi times radius squared. Pi is 3.14 times our radius, 6.5 squared, which is going to be 6.5 times 6.5. Handy dandy calculator. 6.5 times 6.5 equals 42.25. Multiply that times 3.14 times 3.14 equals 132.665. Here's our area. Let's find our circumference now. We just talked about circumference equals pi times diameter. Pi is 3.14 times our diameter is 13. So our circumference, 3.14 times 13 equals 40.82. All right, we just found our circumference and diameter, or our circumference and our area for both circles. One that just gave us the radius and one that gave us the diameter.